Right, back in the rig, new chair, time to carry on with the old trucking. Oh, this is nice and comfy. Right, where are we? Let's have a look at the map first before we do anything. And we were going to head back somewhere. Oh, maybe we go north. Bit here we haven't done. Or let's head back south. Alright, well, we got a rough idea. Not a lot of choices. That might work though. Trailers. Further north would be nice. Thinking that one then. Take a trip south. I think I can see me having to reposition this seat because it's a little bit out. I'll get it sorted. I think it needs to be lowered ever so slightly. Because I do feel like I'm sitting a little bit higher than what I'm used to. Can't quite see where this... Right. I'll have to just turn this around. There it is. Coming into view. And we'll load it up. Looks like there's a garage to the right. We'll go around there and pick that garage up because we've got to buy the garages. That's one of our targets. Job-wise, 31 hours. We've got 17. And it's what? Maybe worth a sleep. Have a quick rest. It's going to be early morning. Fuel-wise, got enough on board. But before we leave, I'm just going to check the game settings because the last few times I've done this, it's kind of reset. I take color correction off as well. I want to see what kind of difference we get with that. Okay, need to look at the map. Where I've kind of got to zoom right in. See what kind of roads we're going over. Ideally, it's finding new roads. Looks like I'm going to be stuck for some of it. Ooh. We come down that way then instead. Is that a possibility? That's the road. Takes us off there though. That's annoying. I think that'll have to do. I don't know, I felt like I was waiting forever, so I give up. Alright, we is off. Days. This hand drive is not a good idea. Right, hold on. Come on. Off you come. Move it down a bit. Yeah, I can see some of the display now. Because I'm sitting higher than I normally would be, I'm cutting off the display with the wheel, so... Let's try not to do anything crazy and crash into everybody. Ugh, can't do that. Damn it. this way because it's a new stretch of road and this will add to the map percentage. Oh, I didn't want to turn. Wow. I really misjudged that one, didn't I? Oh, I is stuck. I'll be right. Oh, what have we done? Let's have a gander. 420, we're good. I do need to measure my rig. I wonder if I can fit it into this gap better. Choices. I'm not looking where I'm going. So, let's try and behave now. He says as he wants to overtake this truck as it's going so slow. Oh, it's risky around the corner. close. Close. Oh, that didn't want to work. Reset view. It's just going to be a nice relaxing drive. Feel free to say hello if anybody's watching. Unfortunately, I think there's not many people in here today. Mind you, not as many people anyway, but... Get those lights turned off or down. But there's a Mazda. That's what I ripped the seats out. Got in my rig. Hello there, Mark, how you doing? I don't know if it's hi all, but it's probably just me, you and one other person. Just a little bit of scenery. Sneezes again, blimey. Oh, if I see Gareth, I'll say hello and say sorry. I gotta admit, I didn't see that post up at all. I probably even read it, but I just probably didn't twig. Going that way. Oh, just cruise it down. How's your day been, Mark? You had a good day? Oh, here we go, speeding a bit. Offences already. Lublin. That sounds like somebody's trying to spell Dublin and got it wrong. It was shrink wrapped and in a cardboard box, which didn't really work because by the time it arrived, all the brackets at the bottom were all poking through, but it protected the main parts. I wasn't worried about the brackets. I was going to cut them off anyway, so as soon as that got back, well, as soon as I got back into the house with the chair, unwrapped it, took it out the back, got the old angle grinder out, grinded off the brackets. Underneath the brackets there was a tiny little bit of rust forming, so I ground that back, sprayed the brackets then with primer, and I thought, oh, I haven't got any paint to paint them with. So I thought, you know what, I've got some carbon wrap left over, so I wrapped the bars then in carbon wrap, make them nice and tidy, and set about sorting out the mounts and put it on the rig. Worked out nice. There's a tidy looking chair, there's loads of padding, plenty of comfort. So I'm happy, that's the main thing. And it's not particularly hard to get it to work. Well, as long as your brackets aren't stupidly offset or anything, you'd be fine. So if anybody's thinking, oh, I wouldn't mind getting a car seat for my rig, the only thing you need to concentrate is make sure it's a chair that you like, whether it be look of or the feel of. Just look at the positioning of the lower brackets, the sliders. If they're in silly angles or silly positions, then it's probably not worth your while bothering with. But if they're fairly central or evenly spaced side to side, even if it's one slightly more than the other, then go for it. No, not the washers. I gotta go to supplies tomorrow, pick some up. It's only very slightly out, so at the moment it'll be the bolts in there. They're M8 bolts, so they're not going to go anywhere. But I'll get the washers tomorrow. It'll be a 2-minute job. I need to lower the seat I need to lower the seat a fraction, is what I'm trying to say. So I'll do all that tomorrow. You know, when I take the bolts out to put the washers in, I'll lower the seat down. Because I've noticed that my eye level now is slightly higher than what I'm used to. Ugh, touched that thing again. You could be making me a seat. Yeah, that's correct. That's why I bought that bracket, because it had adjustable, well, because it had holes so you could move it around. I put it up quite high because I wasn't sure what I would need, and I knew that I'd need to get accustomed to the seat, so. But off the bat now, sitting down driving, I feel only very slightly, so I'm thinking probably 1-2 holes at best. Put it down. And I know I did tilt the seat up at the front, so I may just level it off, because I don't think I need the tilt on the seat itself. I do know that I've got to order some more M8 bolts for the rig, because I like to have spares. I've got to order some brackets for the rig. Again, I've run out of spare brackets. The last brackets I bought, they had to import from China because it was the cheapest place I could get them. But they were really, really cheap, so they were a bargain. So I've got a list of things I need to do on eBay tomorrow, order bits and bobs. Well, looks like we've got another garage down here I can buy. I'd stop and get that.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
I don't expect you to know that one. Why are you piping up? Oh, that crazy machine. I have no idea. That's something else I need to research. The wiring's there because I can follow the wire as it goes up the back of the chair to the airbag itself. Yeah, it would be. And it's only side, so I don't have to worry about anything flying into my face. The only thing I did do is make sure that all the wires underneath the chair were disconnected, so there was no chance of any loose wires or cut wires from touching anything, because the electrical blocks were there. So I just disconnected the blocks. Any wires that weren't in use then, or any cut wires, I discarded, and I've just wrapped them up and tied them up underneath, so it should be fairly safe, I would have thought. Yeah, there's the big one. You gotta have every garage in the game. That and 100%. So as I drive around now, I'm just, I've got the money at the end of the day, so I'm just gonna go around and buy. That's the wrong gear. Oh, bye. Yeah, that's the problem when you buy all these new chairs now. Most of them are going to be fitted with side airbags and what have you. I mean, if there's a proper way of dealing with it, or if there's a way of removing it, but I did have a quick look at the back of the chair to see if I could, pull it apart, but it looks like it'd need maybe a few tools because it looks like it's stretched on really well, so I might just leave it. I've got a feeling it'll be fine. As I say, the connector blocks are all disconnected, so the only way something's going to interfere with it is if somebody's, sticking something into the connector block. So, and it's not going to be near a source of power in that respect. The most voltage here is what? USB voltage? What's that? Probably about 2-3 volts. Assuming that was to leak out. The wheel itself is shielded and grounded itself, but not to the rig. All I could do, really. I was like, not sure what to do, but these loose wires probably aren't a good thing, so let's get rid of them. I mean, it's not like the seat can be put back into a car now because I've ground off the main mounting points. You'd have to go as far as taking the sliders off this chair and remount new ones on, and that would just be a royal pain anyway, so I thought, well, if I'm going to go as far as take all the mounts off, it's not going to go in another car ever again, so I can cut the cables if the cables aren't needed. So all the useless cables were cut off, and I just left the blocks. And then, oh, that's the wrong one again. I just wrapped it up. I think I took a long enough trip this time, didn't I? 15 hours. Wow. And I gotta get used to this chair. Slightly less width than the other chair, but then it's got more support, which I've got to get used to because I've been sitting in that chair now for over a year. So it is something that I noticed the position I'm in it as well. It seemed to be more supported. Every chair is different. You always get accustomed to them. I'm glad I didn't go for a full leather though. I think I would have been sitting here too warm. Yeah, considering the chair's condition, I think I had a bargain. You know, 80 quid for a chair like that. You'd be hard pushed to get a chair like that, and you know, even new. I'll admit though, I was nervous. I did think, well, it's either going to get damaged in transport, or it's not going to look like it did in the picture. But gladly, spot on. I was looking at a Peugeot one as well, wasn't I? I think it was a Peugeot. I don't remember what it was, but it had a stain on it. That's what put me off the Peugeot one. I was like, well, it's a tiny little stain, but if I can't get that stain out, I know it's going to bug the hell out of me. B&W one, I've had a watermark or something on it as well, I think. So I wasn't totally convinced with that one. I was looking for a Mitsubishi one, but I couldn't find a Mitsubishi seat that I wanted. The problem is, when you did find a seat you wanted, it was full electric, which is useless. Because I wasn't going to be wiring in the electric for it. Right, where are we going here? I think I want to be in that lane. Am I going straight on? No, I'm going straight on, I think, then turning. Yeah, absolutely. That'd be the brake put on. Looks like there's another garage coming up I can buy around this corner now. Yeah, I do that too often. I put the brake on, I just forget I put it on. And I try pulling away, I think, oh, the brake's on, and I just too slow at taking it off. Recruitment and petrol. Here we got another garage to add to the list. Yes, indeedy. Does it tell you? I don't know. Does it? Let's have a look. Garages. I don't think I've actually looked at what I've got. Currently owning 127 garages. How many garages are in the game, I wonder? Hours 42 remaining on the job. I'll pull away from the cop before he finds me again. You can't catch me! Let's give me a new section of road. Ah, no, it just goes to a dead end. Carry on. And then... the garage there? Yeah. It's almost tempting to go that way. Then you can go around, pick up a new garage, go the long way round, pick up another garage, pick up another garage, pick up another garage, head on. And you had another garage with there. Holy moly, we could do a hell of a lot of garages. That. Takes us up to 16 hours. How much time do we have? That is the question. 13. Well, I think it's time to speed. Yep. Feel the need for speed, as they say. Fuel-wise, still got enough on board, but that's going to empty us out. Like here now, I'm doing what, 55 in a 31 zone, so that should see a fair chunk fall off now. Assuming I can get around this bike without knocking them off. Seriously, come on. That's it. We are not going to slow down for that one. They would have added a few new roadside ones in. Oh, we got some bumpy roads. This is where you let go the wheel end. Whoa. 15 hours 55, 13 hours 18. It's coming down a bit. There's a horse in the middle of the road. Tempted to hit him, but I know that if I hit him, my truck will be dead and the horse will live. Nope. Oh, we're gonna go around the corner. An eye on that time. 13 down to 15:28. Gotta keep this up. Okay, slow that down. this one as he starts. Look at the size of the steering wheel on that thing. Holy moly, it's huge. Didn't have time to set up my head tracker, so I left it off. Maybe the next one. I don't even know if anybody cares about the head tracker. If anybody does, let me know. Put it in the comments below. I don't even know if anybody's watching, so I've gone away with telling. Hello, Sammy. Yeah, but I've got head tracker, or when head trackers in use, I've only got it on limited movement anyway. It only moves my head enough to bring the mirrors onto the main screen. So looking right, I get a more of an angle, because the mirror over to my right is a lot further out. The left though, it's only a small movement. Otherwise it just looks silly. I don't, I've got triple screens, I can just move my head left to right. I only tend to use tracker because it makes parking a little bit more interesting, because you guys can watch the parking more because the mirror will be on the screen. The last time I didn't have it running because it ran out of power. I forgot to charge it up. Oops. Yeah, I mean, that is the problem with VR. As nice as it is to kind of stream, which is why I don't stream it that much. And that's the wrong gear. And that's probably why if I do stream VR, it will be American truckers. And American truckers only. I might, if I can get VR working in ETS, I might do the odd stream with ETS VR, just to show VR in this game as well, but I think I'll stick with my plan of American Truck Sim, VR only, and ETS stick with the triple screens. Kind of. Right. Take a snapshot in your mind of what that scene looks like. As I've been playing around with some of the settings, I'm going to put color correction back on. Because I swear I don't think it makes a blind bit of difference. I'd love to know what the color correction does in this game, because I don't think I notice a difference. Well, that's good. So there's a little bit more brightness with color correction on. I'll leave it on then. Speaking of Nvidia, did you see the reviews of the 1080 cards, 2080 cards with ray tracing turn on? It may come through for me, but it gives me the option to hide or show URLs. The problem is, because I'm busy playing most of the time, I can't get to the link, but I can certainly see the link. What do you do that for? McDonald's. Have a McFlurry, please. And you saying that, I know what they're called. I never had one. Yeah, I know what they are. No, I just said I'd never had one. You silly sausage. Oh, you know what? There's so many things I want. If I had a need for one of those, I would probably buy one, but right now, for my usage, I just do a lot of Plex and I probably don't need one. I think I'm going to keep an eye out for a cheap 8-inch tablet with a high-res screen to replace this phone. However, I did see that they're selling, one of the shops here in the UK is selling the Kindle 7 for like 30 quid. I'm really tempted just to pick one up as a secondary screen. 30 quid, even with a basic resolution screen, you could use it for something. Nah, I've never used the subscription. They're currently doing the, was it the lifetime pass or something discounted? I've had that offer I don't know how many times. I thought about it, but all I use it for is for playing back my recorded movies. I don't bother with TV series. Whenever I buy a Blu-ray, I convert it, goes on the hard drive, end of. And I've got, what, maybe 500-600 Blu-rays now on there. Right, we need this garage. Gonna buy that one. Whoa. Seriously, what? Ah, come on. Blimmin' bus. "13 hours 52 and 10 hours. Got a lot of speeding to do. Yeah, I've been adding to my time overall, so I've been making myself late now because I'm extending the route, trying to cover as much ground and as many garages as I can along the way. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if I'm late or not because I'm not doing it to get the job. The job is... Oh, why am I going that way? Completely turned the wrong way. Ah, not paying attention. Ah, wrong gear. What's that all over the floor? Rocks, is it? It's a bumpy road, look at that wheel go. Yeah, we're heading for a tree. That'll be 5% damage. Yeah, I was looking at reviews of the RTX 2080 and 2080 Ti. And obviously if you're running with ray tracing on, it takes what, at least you have 1/3 of the performance of the card remaining. So you could be running a game without ray tracing, and you could be doing, you know, 100 frames plus. But you turn ray tracing on, and you're looking at about 40-50 frames. You're not even hitting 60 frames. Crazy. It's one of the reasons why I held off from buying the new RTX card, because I thought, you know what, as much as I'd love the extra frames, what would really knock me the most is buying a card, having a feature that, when you turn it on, just kills the card. I mean, what's the point of spending £1,200 on a graphics card that gives you an extra 20 frames per second normal, but when you turn on the feature that sells the product, gives you way less than, you know, El Cheapo card around the corner. It's crazy. And I thought this would be the case because they did the same thing before. Well, they made a lot of fuss about Hairworks and all of this was launching, and it crippled cards. And I thought this would be the same with this. You know, they're launching this, it's a new feature, it'll cripple it. It won't be until the next series that we may actually see frames of 60 frames plus. Because by then they'll refine the cores, add more cores probably as well. That, if it gets that bad, they'll end up pulling the card altogether. Gameplay. There was a bunch launched this morning that I saw, so I was looking at the videos, and it was like, wow, that's really bad. I guess you've got to look at the card as, you know what, I want to have the extra frames. I'm not bothered about RTX, you know, the ray tracing. Whether that will be improved with drivers, maybe slightly, but I doubt you're going to get a significant jump in frames. One of the videos I was watching, they did ray tracing on ultra, high, medium and low, and it looked like there was no difference between ultra and medium, and there was only like an ultra and low mode. I kind of itching to upgrade, but I think this card is just not worth it. The only problem is you know, if they were willing to jump up in price for this card, what are they going to do on the next card launch? Are they going to keep the price the same? Are they thinking maybe we've priced ourselves out of the market a little bit, let's knock it back down? Or are they going to put another £100-200 on the card yet again? You know, you'd be looking then at starting £1,500. It's a real worry. I'm guessing I'm going round because you're parked in the middle of the road, mate. This is a great road. Well, I don't know. The guys who did the review tested it. I can only go off what the reviewers say, so I haven't looked at their descriptions since. Well, that's tight. You don't want to mess this one up, do you? I guess he won't be coming through here with a oversized load or anything. Jeez. Yeah, this is a new section for me. This is a rather interesting little drive. Glad I chose this road, actually. Makes a change from the norm, that's for sure. Let's put some lights on because it's getting dark now. Ooh, there's a big blockage. Can I go through? Whoa, that's a big log. Yeah, I might have to revisit the video of the guys who did the video to see if they've done an update with regards to that bug. Whether they've taken account of the bug or not, I don't know. I was watching it while I was getting ready for work this morning, so I have no idea whether that was mentioned or not, to be honest, because I didn't have the volume up too loud. I was just literally watched at the beginning of the video and kind of like brushed over the actual frames per second report. Ow, 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 ow. The hell was that? I think I just speared myself. That's an interesting yeah. How much damage do I get from there? 11%. Trailer's doing right though. Oh, it's another log. Need to get that message off. Oh, coming out to a clearing. We got 11 hours 25 and we're down to what, 8 hours remaining on the job time. Not gonna work by the looks of it, unless I can start speeding again. Pardon me. I'll go hiccups again. Yeah, whatever. I'm not going here, am I? Want to go down the road and turn the lights, silly. Turning in here. Another one to add to the collection. Yes, indeedy. Looks like we're going to be driving through the night. Nope, ain't got any time left. Head back and get that question mark. We get the red lights though. I ain't got time. Recruitment. What was that? That was the car. It just drove straight into him. Oops. Seeing as we're here, we'll pop a repair in. What are we on? 0, 0 and 1. I can live with that. Hello there, Gareth. How you doing? Sorry I missed your message yesterday. I was completely off it. Oh, it's a green light. Let's go. Oh, you've left loads of room for me. Thanks. So I've decided to leave sun shafts off, because as nice as they are to look at, it's a little bit overkill for the amount they actually implement in the game. It did indeed, Gareth. I am currently using it. I managed to use my afternoon well and get it configured. Got a few things I need to do tomorrow just to finish it off, get some washes and whatnot, but otherwise it's great. Another garage. Blimey. Blimey, these garages at the moment. I got parking brake on. Let's go back and block all the road, shall we? No, of course not. No squeaking from this one. I mean, that's all what was wrong with the last seat, was the fact that it just creaks. It could probably be fixed, but it's just not something I wanted to fix. Oh, that would be the wrong gear. Well, it's not the fact that I'm humble, it's just the fact that I don't need to tell everybody how to use YouTube. I'm sure we all know how to use it, we all know how to look for videos. Nah, it's, you know what, I tried Farming Simulator 17 and couldn't get my head into it. I don't know, I don't think it's a game for me. Look at that, helicopter's landed. They're carting somebody off onto it. It's gonna blow! It would be good if they had. It's all very well doing these. What do they call them? Oh, what's the word they use? Not events. Are they events? No. Oh, roadside events. Yeah. So. Yeah, they always put the Wreckfest on sale at some point. I waited and waited for it to come back on sale. It never did. I ended up buying it. I'm not disappointed that I bought it at nearly full price. It's a good game. It is getting close to Black Friday though, so I think I'll have to jump myself back into CD Keys and have another look. See if they got any new offers. I haven't looked, probably the last week. Kind of like been trying to keep... Ow! Up your road sign. I'm not doing well today, am I? Oops. What damage do we have now? Let's have a look. Oh, we get away scot-free yet again. Turn the lights up. So what are we on? 9 hours. That's crazy because I've got 6. I swear my time's increasing. What are you going to do, Gareth? Are you going to pick up Farming Simulator 19 or...? Yeah, that'll be it. Wreckfest and taking out everything. Oh, he's going to be stuck in Farming Simulator now. There's a tank mod for this game and you can drive a tank down the road. Indestructible. Yeah, what's that? FS19's what, like 5-6 days away or something? And from what I can see, it's a good improvement graphics wise, but I just don't think the gameplay is something, you know, if I couldn't get into FS17, I can't see me getting into FS19 either. Oh, what happened to your wheel? It started to smoke. What, 20 a day or something, was it? Yeah, I think we can safely say that wheel is broken. How old is your wheel though, Gareth? Because you got a G29, right? I get confused, I talk to so many people, I get confused who's got what. TMX. I have done. I've played multiplayer in the past. Maybe I'll dabble with it again at some point. was just trying to think, with the TMX Pro, what kind of warranty does that have? Is that just a year's warranty, or do they give you 2 years? Well, then again, where did you buy it from? Because some shops will offer a 2-year warranty as standard. Unless, of course, you picked it up second-hand or something. Well, for my very small community, maybe so. Off eBay. Wait, got a light. I'm gonna CAD. Yeah, a year old off eBay. Unless you've got somebody there who's really helpful. Yeah. The well, if you if you have to buy new, what are you going to get? Same one again? Change to a different set? Upgrade? Sidestep? I've done it again. Didn't release the handbrake quick enough. I guess it all depends on budget. A G29 or G920 is perfectly fine. When I did it, I bought the G29. Both are compatible with PC, but if you've got an Xbox, then you might want to stick with the G20. Oh my god, you might want to stick with the G920. But if it's PC only, it's your choice. But I quite like the G29 personally. Keep an eye on the Curry's website. They haven't done it for a long while, but Black Friday last year, I believe they were selling them for about 150 quid. So if it's PC only, you got the choice of either the G29 or the G920. Technically, I don't think there is any difference between the two. Yeah, the button layout and the fact that it's got the little rev counter in the middle. That's what I liked. Oh look, I get to see my rain. This is my new rain mod. Wonder if it's any good. Well, Curry's they're £199 now. So buying it for 230 on eBay, you're paying over the odds. And if you're willing to wait until Black Friday, I swear I can't speak today. If you're willing to wait until Black Friday, you may see the price drop even further. And if you have a double check, when you go to the Curry's website, I believe that if you were to buy now and the price does come down within How many days? I think it may just be the Black Friday sale. So I think what they're saying is, if you read the small print, if you were to purchase now and the price is affected in the Black Friday sale, they'll refund the difference. So double check it, because if that offer is available, you can either buy it for $199, and if it does come down in price, you get some money back as well. So, I mean, I remember when I bought mine, it was for £129. That was a long, long time ago, and I haven't seen it for that price since probably the beginning of the year. Yeah. They normally do the 3 bundled together out with the price. I mean, I picked up mine when I first had a G29. It was the full bundle, including the shifter, which I never used. When I ended up selling that wheel, the shifter was mint. It was still in the box and never unpacked. Yeah, for 129 is the cheapest they've ever sold it. Well, unless there's someone who's already got a shifter, chances are if you've got a shifter, it's probably going to be better than a G29 shifter. However, you can mod the G29 shifter into a sequential shifter and have 2 separate shifters. One for H pattern and one for sequential, and you don't have to mess around configuring your shifters. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to buy it and it's the same price, you might as well just buy it with the shifter and just keep it as a backup. Even if you put the shifter in and you used it as some kind of switch selector. Gear position 1 is, I don't know, load. Gear position 2 is unload. Gear position 3 is, I don't know, handbrake. Not a clue, but you could use it. It would have a use if you wanted to. We're going to be really late for this job. What are we on? 3 hours 54. 6 hours 17. Forget it. I'm speeding. Don't care what you say. I think they usually sell for around 30 quid on eBay, but to be honest, I'd probably keep it as a backup. I just put mine in the box and left it. Come on, copper, stop booking me and go by. To show how out of touch I am with pricing now. That's the last time I looked, was 30 quid, so they've gone down a bit more. Yeah, if they're selling for 20 quid on eBay, then... But saying that, there's nothing stopping you. If you end up buying the G29 or G920, yeah, your wheel's broken. You might be able to sell the wheel for spare parts on eBay. The other option is you could sell your pedals, maybe keep your shifter. The Logitech pedals are a really nice set of pedals. I really enjoyed the pedals. And they're actually the pedals I used the longest. Because I kept the pedals from the G29, went over to Thrustmaster wheel with the Logitech pedals, and then I upgraded to this. And before I upgraded to this, I just changed to Fanatec pedals. Really enjoyed the Logitech pedals for what they were. Don't slow down. Time. Coming up to 1 o'clock in the morning and it's all black and dark. Yeah, if you can't get anything if you can't get the old wheel repaired, I'd probably sell it on eBay for parts. Somebody might want it. They won't work with the Logitech directly. If you're able to convert your pedals to a USB input, that was the beauty with the Logitech. There's a cable out there that will convert it from the Logitech adapter to a USB adapter, and then you can just plug them in like a normal pedal set directly into USB and configure them independently. I think the cable was about, I don't know, 10-20 quid tops. Now whether there's a similar cable for Logitech, for Thrustmaster, not entirely sure. Don't think there is. You know the pedal set you've got with your wheel, is it 2 pedals or 3 pedals? Do you get a clutch as well, or is it just brake and accelerator? I hate that car. It keeps brake checking me. It's nice slowing me down. I don't want to behave, I want to speed. Okay, so it's the same setup as the Logitech. The question then is whether you prefer the Logitech or the Thrustmaster, but unfortunately by changing to Logitech you're going to be forced over to their setup. Unless you just look at a wheel, but then what wheel can you buy for £200 unless you're just buying second hand? Because I can't think you can buy a Thrustmaster wheel for £200. And if you can, I must admit it's been a while since I've looked, so I don't know what the pricing's like. Mind you saying that, I bought the TSPC Racer for, how much was it? 300 and About 400 quid, I think it was, down from 600. So unless they're going to have some kind of stupid sale somewhere to move one through, that would be worth it, but I doubt you'd get a good wheel like that for that price. Nah, T150 wheel, it would be a down step. I don't even think that would be the G29. Yeah, Wreckfest is pretty much launched now. What's the T300 priced at? Yeah, see, well, can you get a T300 without pedals? Because with pedals you're looking at about 300 odd, aren't you? So if you could pick up, say, something like a T300... Ah, I've hit that switch again. Yeah, that's the thing with the T300. I don't think anybody sells... Unless there's a variation. Actually, if you go to the Thrustmaster website and see if there's like a variation of the 300, which is just a wheelbase only. Because I'm sure they do wheelbase only. 370 quid it carries. Yeah, well, unless it comes down on Black Friday, you know, if you could pick that up for, say, maybe, I don't know, 120, 130 quid, that would be a good idea, because you're keeping your existing set then, and you would be upgrading your wheel, technically, because a T300 would probably be better than a G29. I mean, that's what I would do if it comes down to budget at the end of the day. If you want a wheel and you're happy to replace everything, then go for a G29, G920. If the price is right, I would probably go for a T300. Yeah. You know what? I never thought I'd get a wheel like this. I was happy with the G29 for a really long time. Ah, thanks, Copper. I had the TSPC Racer is a good wheel, but that's assuming you get one that doesn't have a fault like mine. Just started making random noises and Thrustmaster didn't want to know, so I was like, well, tough. I'm running out of fuel as well. Jeez. If it wasn't for that wheel having a problem, I probably wouldn't have changed. I'll probably still be here with a TSPC Racer. But then when it started going wrong, I was like, well, what am I going to buy? And I thought, well, if I'm going to get a new wheel, I want to get something either as good as or better than the Thrustmaster TSPC Racer. And the only wheel out there really that was better than, without going to one of these, was CSW 2.5. Problem is, though, by the time you buy one of them, you're not far off the price of one of these. So it didn't take me very long to decide I want a direct drive wheel instead. I'm glad I did, though. Unfortunately, if you talk to people out there about wheels, and you'll have Thrustmaster camp and you'll have the Fanatec camp, and both will say that, you know, the Thrustmaster guys will say, oh, Fanatec hasn't got very good service, you know, their quality of items when it comes to repairs and things like that isn't very good. And you get the other camp as well, who will say that Thrustmaster, you know, their build quality is not very good, and you know, everybody hears the bad stories. Like mine, you know, I have a Thrustmaster that was dodgy. I've seen other people with Fanatec and their items have gone faulty and had to be sent back for repair. And touch wood though, this wheel has given me probably the least faults in terms of the wheel itself. Blimey, this job's taken. I've done one job. That's taken me nearly till midnight. I think it will be just one job stream. I didn't realise it took such a long job. I think it's because I've added extra time. Whoa. That was close. Oh yes, plenty of detours in this one. That's why I've been buying loads of garages this trip. I hate these lanes. I should have gone that way. Never mind. Oh, I thought I was going to go smack. One hour 32. What have we got? Oh, we're out of time, are we? There's my message. 0 hours. Oops, we're a little late. Yeah, plenty of fuel. That was never a problem. Time was the problem today. Question is, let's take bets on how many hours late I'm going to be. Place your bets, place your bets. I've got a feeling it's going to be like 3. Can't go there, it's going to have to be here. And if the bike is there, tough luck. Right, I'm going to purposely stop now and wait an hour. Really mess up your times. Now we've got 1 hour 8. It's going to be awkward because I don't know when it actually ran out. So, but I would probably think around 3 hour mark. We'll soon find out. We got 57 minutes to go. By the time we arrive, it's going to be getting to daytime. By the looks of it, I can see the sky starting to lighten up. Come on, you. Van cargo. Right, wait. Can I not go this way? It's the same way? Uh-oh. That's actually added extra time. Because you have to turn further down? Hold on, that's the same road down there. Where's he going? I bet you any money you can't turn here. Ah, gutted. No, but that's the road there. But what it is, that road turns right. Is there a shortcut? How can I... No, I can't drive through the barrier. I've messed up. Done another detour. Hate highways sometimes. Gonna have to go up. Can't even drive back down there because I'll be blocked. Can't even do a U-turn. Keep an eye in the middle now. If there's a little break in there, big enough for a truck, I'm going to use it. That wasn't intentional. I honestly thought, I'll just carry on going straight. I don't see why I can't. Clearly, I learned my lesson. But, pardon me. Seriously, there's no turning here. This is crazy. Is there another way of getting there without having to go all the way? Oh, you can't even... There's no even link road back here. You can either go that way, but that's where... You're going to have to go all the way down and then all the way back up this road. Just to get back there. That's rubbish. I was hoping I could just turn off here and come back around or something, but nope. I've messed up big time. Now I can't do any more messing up because it's literally 74 miles with 94 litres in the tank. And I don't plan on stopping for fuel. I like a challenge. Try and keep the revs low just to see if it uses less fuel. Oh, we gotta slow down. I go through here. Thank you. Trying to keep the engine going. not taking first, we're taking the next one down. Guess we're gonna have to stick behind this guy. We're down to 59 miles and 85 in the tank. Wait. Did I go the wrong way again? Oh my god, no. I was supposed to go down that side road. Oh my god. No. Because we're gonna do the wrong thing. I'm not quite sure where the turning is. Was it right here? I think I need to go down here. But I don't want to drive off the edge because I'll get stuck. We'll see whether this works. If it doesn't, I've messed up big time. Alright, we're back to 50 miles and 73 in the tank. That could have been really bad. Oh, 44 and 65 in the tank. And we got another toll to deal with. Whoa. Jesus. He's going for his random weave. Don't know how he managed to avoid that then, but it did. Oh, don't conk out now, he's going. I know, right? It's blooming AI for you in this game. It's what I'd like to call the Crazy Ivan. I think I need to extend the lateness to about 6 hours. Because I got a feeling that's what it's going to be. Am I going this way? I think I am. to 10 minutes, 26 litres. 3 miles to go. We ain't stopping for no one. That's the docks. 22 litres in the tank. Ah, you have to go my way. I could stop for fuel. Oh look, there's a garage down the road. The question is, do I go to the garage first and then run out of fuel? That might be tempting. There's my turning. I'll come back to that. Gotta get this first. Oof. Bye. Another garage. Done well on garages this trip. Oh, I think there was something behind me. Might have been just a bump. Side of the road. I should have gone the other way. I don't know if I've got enough maneuvering here. Seriously? It wasn't even the truck that hit it, was the trailer. Need to go wider. Ah, don't get locked by here now, come on. I know, right? They got me on that. A bit too much. Drop. And survey says oh, 3 hours 35. I'll rewind, it was only 3 hours, that's what I really meant. Then they took 4 grand off and I caused another 1% damage, that got about 7%, 7 grand there. Eesh. Right then, map, have a quick scan. 67.21%. I'm happy with that. Another 3%-ish to go. Just under. And look at the roads down there. we can get down this way, I'll get a big chunk of that. So anyway, it has gone past midnight for me. That was quite an interesting run. There was some good roads in there, to be honest. So as usual, if you've enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Support the channel if you can. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. So everybody take care and have a good night.